What is up, everybody on YouTube? CodyRayy119 here for another video. So will be a different type video. I think will be fun to do. So I thought I'd share what consoles do I use to play my games on, which I'm sure some of you know already that what consoles I have that I play on. So I thought I'd share anyways what consoles I own. If you've been following me for a while on my other channel, you know that I do a lot of shopping at flea markets and pawn shops. So some of these consoles that I own that I had to buy at flea markets and pawn shops because they're no longer sold in stores. So I'll show you guys my consoles. And I'm also planning on buying some more consoles because I'm trying to collect physical media. I'm also trying to find myself a laser disc player, which those things are so expensive because I own a couple of laser discs and I want to experience watching movies on a laser disc since never had one when I was a kid. So, but now consoles are kind of easy to find. I know online you can get, there's like PlayStation 3s, the original Xbox. They're like a lot of money, like $200, $300. But if you're lucky, if you have like a local flea market or pawn shops, maybe you'll find consoles there that could be, I don't know, $60, $70. There's a flea market in my town I kind of need to get. There's this guy who has like an original Xbox. He's just selling it for $40, which I need to get my hands on that since that's one of the consoles I never owned when I was younger, and it's not available at any store. So now, since I'm trying to find some more consoles like GameCube, PSP, those consoles I never owned. Like even older consoles that I never owned. So here are the consoles that I own. This console is amazing. It's one of my favorite consoles to play on. But right now it doesn't work. I don't know if it's my console or just my cable just broke or something, but which is the Nintendo 64. I have so many memories with this console. I used to love playing Super Mario Brothers 64, Doom 64, and Star Wars Shadow of the Empire, which is the best Star Wars game ever. So I need to find maybe if I can find a replacement for this. But right now I use this to display it on my shelf with the rest of the games I own. Next up is just a third-party console which plays Super Nintendo and Nintendo Entertainment System games, which is a Retron 2. Doesn't work at the moment. I'm not sure why it doesn't work. Here's what it looks like. So eventually, I thought about buying like a Retron 5, but I heard Mitch review about how the insert doesn't like really work well with the Nintendo system. Plus, this when you enter the cartridge into this, it's hard to pull out, and I get nervous every time I pull it out because I'm afraid that the bond piece would break. So I own a Retron 2, and I don't know what's wrong with it. It just stopped working about a year ago. So next one that I bought this like 3 years ago. I didn't buy this when it came out like 15 years ago, which is a PlayStation 3, which I got the Xbox 360 when these were still being sold in stores. So I bought this like 3 years ago at a pawn shop for only $60. Kind of wish I bought it earlier, around like 2010 or 12, because I was planning on buying this around that time before PS4 was announced to be released. So what I love about this console is you can buy and download PlayStation 1 games, which is because I want to buy some PlayStation 1 games with physical copies, but the games I find online or the flea market, they're asking for like $60 to $100, even $200 on some games. So I'm glad that I bought this because I think the PlayStation Store on the PS3 is so much better than the PlayStation 4 store. I'm not sure about the PlayStation Store on the PS5 because I don't own a PS5. So, yep, I love this console because I love playing some old school games that I used to play when I was a kid. So, PlayStation 3 is one of my favorites. And then next up is also one of my favorite consoles, which is the PlayStation 2 Slim console. I don't own a original console, but I would love to find myself one, but those are pretty spendy. So maybe I'll find one cheap at the flea market one of these days. So I have a lot of memories with this console as well. I used to play a lot of Grand Theft Auto 3 and Vice City all the time. Even the WWE games like SmackDown Just Bring It, Shut Your Mouth, and Here Comes the Pain. And the SmackDown vs. Raw series, which I will stream SmackDown vs. Raw 2008 this Sunday night at 8 p.m. Pacific time. So, yep, I had so much fun memories with this console. And this one that I did buy brand new about three years ago now, which this is not the console that I bought right away because I usually wait a few years until the prices drop, which is the PlayStation 4. It is a good console, not my favorite. The console, the problem is it makes a lot of noise with this thing. So yeah, I don't know how much longer this console's gonna last since PS4 consoles usually break, according to a lot of people. Mine hasn't broken yet, but it's just making a lot of noise. I think it just needs to be cleaned since it gets dusty here easily. So, yep. What I like about this console the most, that it's easy to stream on this. Just set to broadcast and stream from there. Don't have to hook up the game catcher or anything. And the only new games that I really like nowadays is pretty much Red Dead Redemption 2, which I play that game almost every day because I like that game that much. So, yep, PlayStation 4 is an alright console. Not my favorite, but still enjoy playing some games on it. And this one I did get brand new around 2009, which is the Xbox 360. I love this console. This was the second 360 I got, I believe, Christmas or birthday, something like that. I used to have those white Xbox 360 consoles, but that one burned up. So, and I got this, and I'm surprised this still worked all these years. So, my brother had it for a while because I gave it to him when I bought the PS4 about 3 years ago, and I don't know if he played it or something. I guess it just sat in his room for a while. So, thanks for keeping it safe for a while, Chase. So, yep, love this console. And this one that I bought 4 maybe 5 months ago when I took a trip to a pawn shop, which is only like 3 blocks down from me. So I saw it and he was asking like $160, which I thought was a good deal. Which is, yeah, Xbox One, which I thought about buying this instead of a PS4, but for a while I was a PlayStation guy through and through. Then I got my Xbox 360 back and started liking the Microsoft product again. So I thought I'd just buy the Xbox One and started playing Halo for the first time when I saw the Master Chief Collection on Game Pass. And holy shit, Game Pass is fucking awesome. Way better than PS Now. So I do like this console a lot. The only thing I don't like about this console is the layout. It just looks unorganized. Other than that, great console to play on. I love the Xbox controls better than the PlayStation controls. So I really like it. I need to buy some more games for this because I only have like 5 Xbox One games with it. So Xbox One is one of the good ones. And I have like 2 more I'm going to show you. This one I bought a couple of months ago, which is the PlayStation Classic Mini. I was going to buy the Sega Genesis Mini instead, but I kind of wish I bought sooner because the prices are like crazy ridiculous high. I understand that they're not making those anymore, which people are asking like almost $200 for them, which I don't think it's worth that kind of money. So this one's decent. It feels like Sony only put in random games in it. Not very many memorable kind of games. I do like they have Metal Gear Solid and Twisted Metal and the first Grand Theft Auto game. So I do like it, but I just wish that they put in better games. And this one that I recently bought like 4 days ago, something like that. So I was trying to find an Xbox Series X instead of a PlayStation 5, which I have no luck finding either PS5 or Series X. So I decided to buy this instead until maybe 2 years when the Xbox Series X is ever available. So which this one I bought is a Nintendo Switch. I haven't gotten a new Nintendo product since the Nintendo 64 days. So I got like a PS2 after 64 kind of was no longer being sold in stores. So that was the last time I owned a Nintendo product. So although I did like buy some old cartridge games for collections. So yeah, I really like this thing. I don't have any physical games for, but I've been playing on the Nintendo Online with the original Nintendo and Super Nintendo games, which is pretty nice to have in this, and you can turn these into a controller. So, okay, so there's all these consoles that I play games on. I hope you guys enjoy this. What's your guys' favorite console to play on? I would like to know your guys' favorites in the comment section. So, hit that like button if you like my videos. Dislike if you hate my videos. Hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. And I will see you all in the next video or live stream. Have a good day, everyone.